Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, first of all, no fancy intro, no outro. My tablet's on my trainer's truck. You can see I'm home. Every time people see the fan, they know that I'm home. I had to take care of some stuff, personally. So, nothing bad. Just had to go to a clinic. So I was only gonna be here like a day or two, if that, and which doesn't matter because we had to do 34-hour resets anyway. So no big deal. Um, Man, I haven't made a video in a minute, so I sincerely want to apologize. Like, it is kind of tough to make a video when you're teaming with somebody because, like, even though he offered, like, oh yeah, I'll hold the camera for you or whatever, he offers and he's super nice dude and everything. But I try not to be like I try to make 2 videos a day, so I mean I don't want to like constantly like, oh, we got to stop, oh, we got to do this, because a lot of times we don't stop, like, right. So we drove from Illinois to Oakland. So we had like a couple stops, like 2,900 miles, something like that. And so when I get done driving, he would drive, and when then he would get done, I would drive. There is no stopping or anything. Like, you might stop to use the restroom or something like that, but you're not there's no time really. Like, oh, hold on, I need to stop and make this video and blah blah blah. The only time you really get a chance to do that is if you're pulled over in a truck stop, and because we're a team, we don't really do that a whole lot. You know what I mean? So, and typically it's towards the end of a run. So like we might, like for instance, we got to, we had to take a FedEx load from Oakland to Fort Worth. We got there about 12:30, 1 o'clock, to Fort Worth. We didn't have to deliver till 7:30. So, I mean, it was kind of like, so we sat. We found a truck stop to sit at. So it just, we don't have the time all the time, to do that. So I want to apologize for that. The second, the comments. So I get a lot of comments. I always see them popping up, and I keep telling, man, I gotta make a video. Man, I gotta make a video. But I keep seeing the comments popping up about how all my videos have helped you guys or helped you understand something better. So I really, really, really appreciate those comments, and I'm sorry that I didn't get around to try to respond to them. I always try to respond to them, but I just couldn't get it. I didn't get a chance. So I did go back through. Actually, I'm in process of doing that now. After I upload this video, I'm going to go through each comment, ones that I missed, and go back and respond to them. So, man, there's a lot of stuff to talk about, right? Like, there's a lot of things going on. I might even have to pull up, like, the Prime Facebook and stuff. There's been a lot of stuff going on, at least with Prime, and, a lot of stuff that I'm seeing and hearing. I don't know. I don't know if it's, like, that great, right? It's not that great. So, let's kind of start from the top here. So there was a rumor. Now I say rumor. Now I haven't seen anything come out like official about this, but I'm going to call it a rumor for now because I haven't seen anything official. But I saw a rumor that like 400 people got fired or let go or laid off from Prime Inc. And so I don't know if that's true or not. But it wouldn't surprise me because I mean, freight is not good right now. It is not good, especially team freight. Solo, you can still do okay, but team freight, nah, brother. I mean, it's just. I think we've gotten 3 team loads since I've been with my trainer. Like, so he's not annoyed that I'm on the truck. He's just annoyed that, that when he trains, that's how it makes his money, is those team loads. And, we can go pretty far, and it just makes it a lot easier. And he's as frustrated as me. Like, he wants to make money just as bad as I want to finish my miles, so yeah, it kind of sucks. So anyways, I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, maybe somebody in the comments can maybe explain that one if you know more than I do. That's weird. I even posted a thing on one of the Prime, I think it was Prime Uncensored, I want to say, and I was like, man, I keep hearing like a lot of people are leaving, what's going on? And man, the comments went absolutely insane. They were just like, oh, you're just going over this bullshit, and it's all rumors, and I'm like, I don't know, like, because it's not like rumors. I'm actually seeing people saying like, yeah, I'm turning my truck in, I can't do this, blah blah blah. Guy that I went to training with, he was like halfway. He's like 28,000 miles, and his trainer couldn't. I guess he was negative for like 3 or 4 weeks, and he just couldn't do it anymore. So he quit Prime altogether, turned his truck in, and that's not the only person that I've heard do that. So I'm hearing it from different places, from different sources that are legitimate, and it's weird. I mean, I don't know. Even I heard even in my own training class, the training class that I went through, there was only 3 of us that were still on the road from like a class of like 30, and because a lot of guys kept up with a lot of people, and they're no longer either here or whatever the case was. And then those 3 people is now down to 2 people, me and one other person, because the other guy, like I told you, his trainer quit, and so he went home and he ended up finding a different job locally. He's driving for a beer company. So now there's only 2 of us, and one of them, he's already ready to upgrade. So yeah, I don't know. It seems like it's not so good right now. So if you're thinking about coming to Prime, I would really, really, really talking to a recruiter and see if what they got available, because I also hear that the classes are filled up all the way through June. So it doesn't make any sense to hear, 4 people got laid off, but then classes are filled till June. So like, which is it? Are they doing fine or whatever? I don't know. So if you guys know something, then hey, let me know, because I haven't heard shit. So how it's been going with TNT? Okay, so TNT. So we finally started getting a few more loads. This last one, when we first got back from that one little day that we were gone, I think we went to, gosh, I'm trying to remember, because we went all over. I know we went to Florida and then took that to Illinois. So I know that's how we got to Illinois. So I forget remember what we dropped off down there. But we picked up some exotic fish, took them to Illinois. From Illinois, we got a load to, was Fremont, California, which was a FedEx load. But it was a couple stops. So we had to go from there to, I think it was it San Antonio? Or maybe it was Dallas. Can't remember. Anyways, we went from Illinois to Texas to Arizona to Fremont. And then from Fremont, we went to Oakland to pick up another FedEx load, took that to Portland, and then they had us deadhead back to Oakland, and then take that to Fort Worth, and then we got here, and now we're doing 34-hour resets and all that stuff. So, but we've had a lot more loads. I just can't remember, but those were our last 2 were team loads. So that's great. So hopefully the team loads are picking back up. But anyways, it's been okay. My trainer's real cool. I don't argue with that guy. I mean, he's real young. He's younger than me, so a lot of times we just kind of chill, relax, when we ain't nothing shit to do. We'll jump on our phones and play video games together. I mean, he's real laid back, real laid back, and he drives his full clock. I drive my full clock. He doesn't make me do more than him, and I don't, and vice versa. So he's not gonna ask me to do something that he's not gonna do himself, and it's real easy with him, real easy. And now if we had team loads, oh my gosh, this would be flying by, because it's so easy, being on his truck. He makes it fun, he makes it easy to understand. If I do have the odd question, he'll answer it. Like, it makes it easy to understand why he does it this way, maybe not that way. But other than that, I mean, it's been really fun being on his truck. Really fun. I really like being with him. Other than that, TNT is not that bad. I mean, for you guys that are looking to go into TNT or trying to get there or see what it's like, it just depends on your trainer. Your trainer will make or break your experience, being on the road. I mean, for the most part, we just do our own thing. Like, a lot of times he might be chilling in his bed, and I'll be sitting up front, just hanging out, smoking a cigarette, messing around on my phone, playing some golf on my phone, whatever it might be. It just depends. Your trainer makes or breaks your experience. I had a couple comments. So I had a comment. Let me go look at them. So there was one comment that said, "What do I think about people hanging up the keys?" That's tough, because I don't know. It depends on why they're hanging up the keys. Everyone's got their own reasons, their personal reasons of why they quit. Whether it's, I'm assuming he's talking about Prime, of why they quit a company. So it would depend on why they're quitting. That would be the number one thing for me, why they're quitting. So until I know that, I really can't comment on it. If you're talking about hanging up the keys because freight is so bad, I mean, it depends. Are they veterans? Are they new? Or, I mean, it just depends. If they're new, then they probably, probably like, oh, this sucks. I thought I was gonna make a lot of money, but I'm not, so I'm just gonna quit. If they're veterans, man, maybe they've been on the road a long time, and they're just like, you know what, I don't, I can't go through another like, down spot of freight. So maybe I'm just gonna, retire or whatever. Who knows? I mean, it just depends. It depends on why they're, hanging up the keys. Second, the inward facing camera. So I've gotten a little more information. So no one's really come out and said for sure. Like no one important has come out and said yes, we're getting the cameras. But it's always like these weird spots of who's actually legitimate, right? So there's one where they say I actually asked this question on it was the official Prime Inc. Facebook on one of their videos. And they actually responded and said, "Yeah, we're getting them. We're getting the cameras. They are getting cameras. It's just a matter of what company they want to go with." And I don't give a shit about if they want to add their own camera, their own dash cam. But what I don't want is an inward facing camera. I don't want a driver facing camera. I do not want that. And just like other drivers, I just don't know who's looking at it. And you can't tell me that they don't have access to it. They do have access to it. It's the same thing the company that I worked for, they used before I came to Prime. They said the same thing. Oh, we don't have access to it like that, blah, 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 blah. Well, they absolutely did. They did have access to it. They could access to it at any time. So, I don't believe that. That's why I'm saying, like, it's for me, it's just a privacy thing. Like, I could understand if it only activated during, like, a emergency fault or if it was an accident or something like that. I can understand if it only activated by then, but if it didn't, if it was just like on all the time, no, I can't do that. I would honestly go find a different company, if they did that. So yeah, so it just depends on how you feel. There's people on here that say, oh, I don't care if they get a camera, and some are saying, oh, well, it doesn't really bother me, and some are saying that, if I want to get naked in my truck, I don't want them to be looking at me. Honestly, I couldn't blame you because, they're humans, right? So everyone has this bad side to them. I don't care how well they say, oh, we're the greatest company in the world and we care everything about your privacy. It's all bullshit. Someone somewhere, is always doing something stupid. So I don't trust anybody. It's not that what I always tell people. It's not that I don't trust you. I don't trust anybody. So, it's just one of those things. I have some comments asking if you already have a CDL with experience, do you have to go out with a trainer? It depends on the experience. If you are coming straight from another OTR company, depending on how long you were not driving, then no, I think you only have to go through a class and then that's it. And then depending on your experience, you might have to do like 20,000 miles, which to me is stupid. But whatever. They're making me do 50, and I came in with a Class A and some experience. So I guess it wasn't the experience that they wanted. Other than that, that's really all the comments that I could see. Trying to respond to. So yeah, sorry I didn't get back to you guys' comments. I am going to type up some stuff, I'm going to respond on the computer. As far as Prime is concerned and freight, it's been up and down. It's been up and down. I can't say that it's been bad, but I can't say that it's also been good either. And I'm not talking about, at least for me, while you're in TNT, I'm not talking about money-wise. I'm talking about mile-wise. Maybe for my trainer, it's different for him. Like he's thinking about it money-wise, but for mile-wise, that's really all I care about in TNT. I don't give a shit because I'm getting the same amount of money either way, right? So as long as I'm driving and I'm on the truck, I'm going to get roughly about the same amount of money every time. What I give a shit about is the miles. I don't want to be sitting on the truck forever. I want to be in my own truck. I want to be able to do my own thing. I want to be able to stop when I want to stop. I want to be able to go see my family when I want to go see my family. I want to be able to I want to sleep on the bottom bunk. I don't want to sleep on the fucking top bunk. If you guys have not been on that top bunk, you're in for a surprise because it is not like the bottom one. The bottom one is wider, it's longer, and of course your bags aren't down there. So then when you go up to the top bunk, you don't have as much room. It's during the summertime, it's much hotter up there. It's only one vent, at least in the Cascadia. Now I don't know about the other trucks, but there's only one vent, and it's right on your damn face. So it's not like they put like one at the end of your foot or one, it like where it'll really cool your body off. No. Um, it's smaller, so it's a lot smaller than a normal than the bed, the bunk down below. You have to climb up and down to do things. So like, if you went to sleep, you woke up and you got to use the restroom, you got to climb down the ladder, you got to, then you got to do all that, and then get outside, go use the restroom, then climb back up the ladder, and then if your trainer gets up and he pulls the ladder up and he fucking forgets to put the ladder down, you wake up, let's say he's outside the truck taking a shower. Well, guess what? Now you're on that top bunk, and it ain't like right there. You can just climb down. It's fucking tall. You're up there on the top. So now you've got to wait and figure out how the hell you're going to get down, or figure out a way how you're going to climb down. It's just I hate being on the top bunk. I absolutely hate being on the top bunk. But sometimes when you're crazy tired and you just cannot keep your eyes awake, that top bunk is like a cloud. But so far, at least the journey, the TNT journey, isn't terrible. It could be better, but I'm not going to complain. And I'm definitely not complaining about my trainer. It's not my trainer or anything like that. It's just the miles. It's the loads we're getting, and he's getting the best thing that he can get every time. But it is what it is. It's frustrating, but what do you do, right? You can't blame him. And could it be the fleet manager? Hey, it could be. But how do you know, right? So you can't blame him either, him or her. Other than that, learning everything is easy. I mean, there's nothing to do. There's nothing to learn, at least in my opinion. Like I came in with a CDL and experience, so like driving, backing, all that stuff. That's not what I needed help with. I try to learn like how to check into a place and how to check out of a place and sending macros, and that kind of stuff. That's really what it was. And now after you do it once or twice, it gets pretty boring. So now at this point, I don't feel like I'm training. I just feel like I'm doing just everything I can do to get miles, whatever that might be, So, and honestly, you feel helpless because you can't do anything about it. You're literally at the mercy of whatever loads they give you and the miles you get. The good thing is anything that's dispatched to you, it counts. So deadhead miles, loaded miles, unloaded miles. I mean, you name it, any kind of miles at all. That's what that goes towards your training. So, hopefully won't be much longer. I really can't. I'm really like at my wit's end. I really just want to be off the truck and get into my own truck and do my own thing and get my own microwave and get my own. I want to be able to cook food, and I want to be able to make smoothies, and that are healthy. And I don't want to keep stopping at Wendy's and McDonald's and Arby's and all this shit. I just don't. I don't like. Is it good? Of course it is. Everyone loves that that kind of food. But I would really like to be able to cook my own food and have my own space and be able to do what I want to do and have my wife and my daughter on the truck and that's really what the goal is. I just really want to be done with these damn training miles. But anyways, guys, I really want to appreciate you for just hanging in there. I know the videos are slow as when it comes to like when I can get them out. I'm trying my best. There's lots of stuff on the truck that I really want to make videos for you, like like the easy way of doing things or what to keep on the truck to make it an easy way of doing things. And but it's just really tough because a lot of times we get there, we gotta get connected, and they want us to come back over here, shut the doors, let's check them, we gotta get your paperwork, and you don't have time. I don't have any time to pull my phone out or anything like that. Now, once I get on the truck, it'll be a lot easier because I'll have a GoPro and I'll be able to do my stuff, talk to you guys, show you what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. It'll be a lot easier. So while I'm in training, it's going to be hard to get videos out. I told you guys that at the beginning. So while I'm home, I do try to make videos as much as I can. That way you guys have something, and I mean, honestly, that way you can watch my videos instead of going, to whoever. But like I said, I try to make my videos, no bullshit, real world, that kind of thing. I'm not going to be like, tell you what it is from an instruction booklet, or I'm not going to, give you information that you can find on your own. I want to give you the information that you wouldn't necessarily be able to see all the time. So, hopefully this is helping you guys. If you got questions about, could be apps about the, being on the truck. It could be, where I've been, all that stuff. Go to the Discord. I'm always usually in there. You send a message, I'll reply. But other than that, I don't think there's anything else. I'm sure there's something I'm forgetting to make a video about. or to respond. But anyways, I'll probably, what is it? It's 11:30 now, so I'll probably make a video a little bit later today. I've got to run and do a few things before I leave, either I think tomorrow or Thursday. But I'll let you guys know. Guys, thank you for all the comments. Thank you for all the support. Man, stay safe. Keep the wheels down. If I see you at the terminal or if I see you at a truck stop, man, you're always welcome to come up and talk to me. I'm usually pretty cool, laid back. I'll stay, even if I don't know you, man, I'll talk to you for a good 20, 30, 40 minutes. I met a guy named Roger at one of the places that we were picking up at. And I talked to him, real cool dude. And then like a day or two later, we ended up unexpectedly going to the terminal, and I saw him there too. So I sat down and then we ate. We talked a little bit, stuff like that. So really cool dude. But if you see me at a truck stop or see me at the terminal, I'm usually like a scrub. But if you see me, man, talk to me, man. Let's have a conversation. I'm pretty cool. So anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next one. And like I said, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, man, let me know. I'll try to respond to them as fast as I can. All right, guys, appreciate it.